My personal life that's not so personal. I did this to myself, Jason. I know this.
What is your life like right now?
I'm on the roller coaster,
Have you noticed
man.
a pickup in
the roller coaster of life?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed some few things, you know. Every morning I was throwing my shoes on, running up and down the water, and we had gloomy days, we had beautiful days, and it was just every single day was just a new epic, like, realization what's really.
Did Travis Kelce just unintentionally place a countdown on the most famous relationship in the world? In a moment, editors probably should have removed from the podcast, but didn't. The NFL superstar let a comment slip that sent the internet into a frenzy. It wasn't planned. It wasn't a PR tactic. It was unfiltered. And honestly, it looks like a serious mistake. While mainstream media stays focused on touchdown celebrations, the real story is unfolding in the quiet gaps. Fans are convinced Travis just hinted at a major shift in his dynamic with Taylor. Is the pressure finally breaking through the carefully curated image? Strap in, because we're dissecting the footage frame by frame, and what we uncovered completely alters the narrative. Let's rewind to the clip that ignited the chaos. On the latest episode, the conversation casually drifted toward what comes next. Normally, Travis is flawlessly media trained. He dodges, he jokes, he pivots, but this time he got specific. Watch his eyes when he talks about settling down and timing. He looks uneasy. Did you notice the stumble? The hesitation? That's the sound of someone realizing they've said too much. Viewers flooded the comments immediately. The general agreement? He's describing a future that exists outside the spotlight. A sharp contrast to Taylor's current mega-tour reality. He went off script, and this is where it starts to get complicated. Taylor has spent the last decade fiercely protecting her privacy. She writes songs about secret spaces and hidden love. Now you have Travis with a microphone in front of him every single week, seemingly opening a window into their private timeline. Sources say communication is important to them, but was this moment discussed? Online detectives are already claiming this slip confirms a timeline toward an engagement, or maybe even a break from public life. Look at this comment from a major Swiftie account. He's preparing us for the quiet era. If that's true, it signals the end of the public spectacle fans can't stop consuming. We consulted a behavioral analyst to examine Travis's recent public appearances. The shift is noticeable. 2 months ago, he was high energy, chest out. Over the last 2 weeks, he's more reserved. He checks his phone more often. He seems distracted. Is this the weight of a secret he's struggling to hold? Meanwhile, Taylor appears to be sending signals of her own. Her recent fashion choices, the move towards softer tones, the vintage aesthetic often hint at a new chapter. But is that chapter about music, or is it about domestic life? Fans also noticed she hasn't been wearing that particular ring lately. Coincidence or intentional messaging? This brings us to the podcast problem. No other boyfriend in Taylor's past has had a weekly platform to casually overshare. Fans love the access, but it's a double-edged sword. Every word becomes evidence. When Travis mentioned nesting in an earlier episode, people laughed it off. Now it sounds like groundwork. And we have to address the elephant in the room. Remember those wild PR contract rumors from months ago? They were obviously debunked, but moments like this give ammunition to skeptics who believe everything is orchestrated. Ironically, this awkward slip might actually prove the relationship is real, because you can't script this level of discomfort. The comment sections are a battlefield right now. You've got team let them live versus team tell us everything. One comment with over 20,000 likes reads, "He just spoiled the season finale of the NFL." It's meant as a joke, but is it really? If he retires or relocates to be with her, the dynamic shifts from power couple to simply a couple. Now let's look at the timing. The Eras Tour is brutal. The NFL season is a wrecking ball for the body. Both of them are operating at peak exhaustion. And when exhaustion sets in, filters disappear. Travis's slip might just be fatigue talking, but fatigue often reveals the truth. He wants a pause. Does she? Compare this to Joe Alwyn. With Joe, we barely knew if he and Taylor were in the same country. With Travis, we know what he had for breakfast. The overexposure was entertaining at first, but is it turning into a liability? Fans are now questioning whether this slip is a sign the boundaries need tightening. Context matters, but paired with the podcast slip-up, it paints a picture of a man with an exit strategy. Now, to play devil's advocate, maybe we are reading too much into a guy just trying to fill an hour of podcast airtime. Travis is known for being loose with his words. It's part of his charm. Maybe settling down just meant buying a new house, not a marriage license. But in the Taylor Swift universe, there are no coincidences. The stakes couldn't be higher. Taylor is at the pinnacle of her career. Any massive life change, marriage, babies, a hiatus, halts the machine. Travis knows this. If he truly slipped up and revealed a plan that disrupts the era's tour momentum, there will be closed-door conversations happening right now that aren't so friendly. An insider source recently told a major magazine that Travis is ready for the next chapter, but Taylor is living in the now. That friction, that's the spark that could cause an explosion. This podcast slip-up suggests the next chapter might be arriving sooner than Taylor's team anticipated. Look at Taylor's history. When things get too loud, she vanishes. 2016, she disappeared for a year. If Travis keeps accidentally feeding the press cycle with slips and hints, she might pull the ripcord on the publicity aspect. Fans are terrified this slip-up is the beginning of the going dark phase. Go back to the clip one last time. Look at Jason Kelce's face when Travis says it. That is the face of a big brother who knows his sibling just stepped in it. Jason tries to steer the conversation back to football immediately. He knew. And if Jason knew, the PR team definitely knew within seconds. So, what does this actually mean for us? It means the countdown has likely started. Whether it's a retirement announcement or an engagement post, the status quo is over. Travis's slip-up was the first crack in the dam. The water is coming through. The question is, will they announce it on their terms, or did he just force their hand? One thing is certain, the New Heights podcast just became the most important news source in pop culture. We will be watching next week's episode to see if he backtracks or doubles down. What do you think? Was this a calculated tease or a genuine blunder? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the update that is definitely coming.